Hi friends, so today we are going to design this kinetic blur effect. Let's jump in, and this is our reference image, and let's see who made this. This is from a Dribble community. Okay, now let's take a look at the starter. I know that starter is very different from the credits one because I know that this video might be watched by the junior designer. So I just wanted to point out how you find inspiration. So this one has a lot of issue. This is an unrealistic app, I would say. So first thing, the accessibility is very low. So it's not quite visible that what are these icons. So this is not great. And the second thing is that this big typography is nice. But if this is a user-generating content, then it's not realistic that only one word title is being used here. Mostly, you can only you should have the ability to put like 2 to 3, 3 to 5, etc. So the other thing is that what does the label mean and what does the icon mean? So my idea is that this might be the save icon or love icon, means that there's a lot of love here. And what are these three peoples mean? Does it contribute to this project? So the label is not clear, and why do these icons are so close together? And what does this refresh mean by this? Anyhow, this looks pretty, of course, but yeah, if you are making the poster for graphic design work, then that's good. The aesthetic is very important. But if you're making an app, just remember that functionality and usability should be the forefront, and then we go for the aesthetic. So that's why I make some change right here. So as you can see, the imagery will be here. So the text will not be affected by the lightness of the image. So this will be consistent. Then this is a category of this project. So this is a winning project. And then this is the title of the project, and then its description, and this arrow means that there's a lot more imagery. If you swipe right, swipe left, and then it's by these three persons, and you can appreciate the project, and their related project is underneath. So I think this is much like usable in terms of UX perspective. But yeah, let's go back to the kinetic blur. So the first thing that we need to do is find a great imagery of a portrait. Let's start with Lumi plugin to find an imagery. So I'm going to need a portrait. I think this looks nice, so I'm going to use this one. And since I'm going to demonstrate a few more, so these three are different kind of kinetic blur effect. So for this one, it's a little bit perspective-sided faces. Then I'm also going to find one that use this one. So let's see. I think this looks good. Then I'm going to have this front face. This could be the front face, but let's find another one. I think this could do. Okay. Now I'm going to use these three. So first thing that I'm going to need this photo, and I'm going to frame it. Let's all frame all together. And then for this one, just duplicate it, and I'm going to grab it until the blur and started to emerge. So I'm thinking to make this part to be blurry. So let's open up the plugin of Blurrific.exe. So select this one, and let's import the source, and we're going to select the linear blur. So I want it to be in this way, so put this dot right here. So I'm going to explore two values, and we're going to explore a lot more. We are done with this one. Now this is 1200, so let's lock it and make it 1200, and so there's this one. Now we put the lower value on the top first, and the higher value on top of the lower one. So let's make it 9. So this one is higher, so we can start it to adjust which place that you want. I'm going to crop this imagery. So you can see, I think this looks nice. So this will be the one that we are using. Yes. Okay. Now we are going to do Let's tilt shift. Now let's move the tilt shift to the end because that's a bit different. So this one is room blur. And what we are doing is that we duplicate this one. I think we don't need this frame. Command Shift G to release the frame. But we will need an oval. So this oval will be the one that is going to be cut out, and let's make things clear. So let's make her face to be clear, and we are going to subtract it. So here her face is already subtracted. Now we are going to use the same plugin, and this time we are going to use room blur and adjust this. See if it's in the face center. I think it's a bit too much for me. I like it to be like this. Okay, export this one, then do it a little bit crazier. Export again. Now we have it, and let's lock it and make it 1200. Now we're going to put this first, and the next one is the crazier one. So these two needs to be aligned, and I feel that it could be a little bit smaller. So let's adjust it. Yep. And when you adjust it, you can see that this original photo will be showing up, and that's not cool. So let's crop it a bit. Okay. Now let's do the tilt shift. Tilt shift, we could use the same plugin, but it got some weird effect. I could show you right now. Let's import. There's a tilt shift, and I'm going to use this one to move the dot into a vertical. And then yeah, you could play around blurring effect. And this make it a little bit more blur. Yeah. Then export to the canvas. Make it 120. And this is my 60. So you can see there's like this weird light bleeding through. So the original file size is not really doable. You have to like kind of like crop it. Then this would do. But there's another plugin that we could use that can retain the original size without cropping it. So let's try it, and that is filters and effects. And I introduced this plugin in the previous video. You can check it out in the description. Now I'm going to use, I think here, yes. And there's tilt shift as well. Then let's grab these two dots in the vertical, and then we can start it to play around. I think this might looks okay, and we'll just save the image. So here we are, and if you put it in here, you see that it doesn't have the weird white gradient background, and also it's just the same. So if you want it, you can use the filters and effects plugin to achieve the tilt shift effect. Now we have everything that we need here. Let's put it in our frame. Okay. So for this one, let's grab this frame and then Command Shift C to become a imagery. I put it right here. And this is same. Command Shift C and paste it. And this one we don't need Command Shift C, it's right here. Oh, very good. Then we're going to select the image field. Let's do it right here. And then we're going to select this image field. Here is the image, and then we're going to paste the field, and we remove the stroke, become solid, and I want it to be outside. And yeah, we also need a background. So the background is this blur image. We pass the same imagery, and I already apply a layer blur here. So when you change the imagery, that these blur will also changing. But because that we have this effects overlay effect here, so it doesn't compromise the readability at all, even with this light background. Let's see. Copy the imagery and then paste it. Find blur imagery, paste it. So as you can see, even though this is white, but the readability is still high. Then this one, and here we go. That we have 3 different kinetic effects. So this is linear blur, room blur, and tilt shift. Hope you like it, and let me know if you got any questions. See you, bye.